Hello, friends. My name is Maximus, and I will be your Dungeon Master for the evening. I'd like to welcome you all to the 66th episode of Castles and Cantrips, where some of your favorite streamers play Dungeons and Dragons live on Friday nights. I'm joined by our spectacular cast of Bunny Dreadful, Mac and Cheese Please, Virtual Spectre, and Moves Like Jagger from the GG and crew.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. So, a couple things. Thank you to all of you that do listen to our podcast, because we're creeping up on the 1,700 views. So thanks for listening to us.
Ooh.
I very much appreciate you all, and I hope that you enjoy the episodes and the content. Also, we do have some merch and potentially some new things coming up. If you haven't seen the new Sweet Justice tee as well as the hoodie, take a look at that. They're very nice, and I like them. Because that's like the best. That's the best one ever, right? You just say you like them, and there you go. People want it. There's some big Bryn energies. There's some other stuff there.
Get it while it's hot off the press.
Look at that.
Nothing like getting into a warm hoodie.
And as well, speaking of warm hoodies, now that it's the end of September, our Castles and Cantrips hoodies are back in stock. Our zippy ones. So we got that fixed and taken care of. So they should all be up and good to go. And if they're not, someone let me know so I can fix it. And also, if you don't know where to get those things or where to do anything with Castles and Cantrips, go to castersandcantrips.com. That has links to our Patreon, has links to our merch site. It has all our socials on there, and it has every single episode, both the VODs as well as the podcast, and a painstakingly written before our recap from the previous episode. Not really painstaking, it's not that bad. So that way you can kind of catch up on those. Also, if you didn't remember last week, this is going to be the last Castles and Cantrips for the next few weeks.
Ever.
So,
okay.
Right. Why do you pause? This is so
I don't know
real.
why he does that.
Yeah.
I did it on
So
purpose.
mean. You're
I
so
totally did it on
mean.
purpose.
I know.
We're going to be off the 30th, off the 7th, back the 14th. So
But I will not be here on the 14th.
Yes. Mac's not here the 14th, so but then back to 14th.
Because she's probably gonna die to a vampire tonight, anyways.
Oh, shit.
You know what? Maybe.
So that'll give her. You might. I'm just saying.
Who says we're even fighting vampires? Who says
I
that?
just know that you are desperate to get that vampire's juice.
And
Dust? Okay, dust.
Did
Yes.
you say vampire juices?
Yeah, I didn't remember what it was.
Vampire juices. That was not
I
the
don't
reagent
like
required.
that.
Look, we're after vampire dust, okay? And I have every confidence that Venom will burn the thing to ashes, so we
I
should
don't
be
think
fine.
you Burn them.
Can't you?
I don't know
No,
if
that's
you
witches. I'm pretty sure.
can burn them
They can
either.
set anything on fire if you try hard enough.
Not wrong.
That's true.
Well, y'all are about to find out since you're going to research.
We
Also,
are.
if this is your first time here, or if you've forgotten, we do see all of your follows and your supports and all the patrons. We see them in chat. We see them in our hearts. So thank you very much. Anyone else have anything they want to talk about before we do it to them?
We doing it to him.
Don't do it to him, huh?
I don't mean to toot our own horns.
Ooh, yeah, toot.
I was I was in traffic, so I decided, I'm gonna listen to our podcast on Spotify, and I gotta say, we're pretty funny. We're all the shenanigans. I find myself laughing at our little crazy shenanigans, and I'm like, oh yeah, we're good.
Should I listen to the podcast too?
Oh,
Wish I could just mute my own voice. If I could hear, if I could listen to you guys all day, I'd be happy.
Because I missed that one session where for the tournament. So
I still need to listen to the Ron's Fey Adventure. I feel like
Solo
now
adventure?
it's been long enough that I can listen to it without cheating.
I feel like it's cheating. I don't know.
Well, by now he could have told us enough stories to where we'd pieced it all together, right?
He never did, though. That's his own prerogative.
Ron doesn't like telling stories.
Oh,
told you about the queen of ice and darkness that he gets wrong all the time, and
A queen of, was it farts? Queen of farts and darkness?
this dark
It's
lady.
air and darkness, but that's
Is the
fine.
queen of farts?
No, she may. I mean, it's air.
You
I mean,
know.
it's Faye. Everybody's farting there.
Anyways,
Confirmed.
I'm glad that I can enjoy our own show. So
That makes me happy.
I think we have a good show.
We
Thanks
try.
to y'all.
Yeah, thanks. And thanks to our viewers for supporting
Yes.
us while we figure out how to do this and do it well. We're doing our best, and we're gonna keep doing it.
you know what will be a trip is if we all sat together and listened to the first episode together.
Like and what do they do on DVDs? Wow, I'm aging myself.
don't want
Director's
to.
commentary.
The director's commentary.
Oh man.
Oh,
We should do that.
That could be fun. Wait, isn't there
Yeah,
a
That's a Patreon thing we can do for you guys sometime.
Isn't there folks that like sit in Mystery Theater like 5,000
yeah.
or something?
Like riff
They like,
tracks, Mystery Science Theater
We're
stuff.
gonna riff track ourselves.
yeah, they like critique and they're like, oh yeah, you know, like whatever.
I'll just look in my diary and see all the mean things I already say about me.
Oh, I thought you
And I'll
said all
use
the
it.
things you already wrote about us.
Dear diary,
Oh.
you suck.
Yeah.
Dear diary.
Hey, somebody write that down. I don't have enough screen real
I'm
estate.
doing it. I'm doing it right now.
All right. Well, I think it's time to get ready for tonight's episode of Casters and Cantrips. Our story last left off with Sweet Justice meeting the Lich, known as Ophiar's Asim, at his magical tower known as the Onyx Spire. The party learned of several locations that vampires may dwell in the known world. However, he pointed them in the direction of Leafside, as they would be most likely to survive that encounter. The Lich also offered to take Valken's sword off his hands, but Valken declined the offer, even after learning that it was housing a demon. This demon had been imprisoned inside the weapon by the Silent Hand many centuries ago. The group also learned that Ophiar's Asim knew the Baron Voss Creel personally, and he also knew the Archmage of Salon, Zavras, in his former life. He believed that the turmoil that Salon may be causing was due to Zavras trying to locate his lost lover, Irune Alania, whom Vin portrayed as the elf magician in the play several months ago. Sweet Justice learned that Irune's soul was lost to another plane, as Ophiar and other heroes were repelling demons from entering the material plane, and they were led by one known as the Blood Lord. The heroes were able to destroy Orcus's wand to stop the invasion. However, the wand of Orcus always exists in some form or another. Ophiar was certain that Salon was behind the dead rising previously on the battlefield, but he was unsure of why Salon would do this. He feared what Zavras would do now that he knew that Irune's soul was not coming back to this plane. Before they left, the party entered into a loose alliance with the Lich, in which both parties agreed to share information with each other about Salon. After their visits, the party made their way to Isgarth to do some additional research of their own. And that is where we will begin our session this evening. So, as mentioned earlier, from last time, you are standing in front of the library, the Great Library, I should say, at Isgarth.
Oh, Isgarth. Is that where lady
Let's look
live?
at the map.
Yeah, I don't know where we are.
You made the trek from Four Cross to Isgarth. So you're here, and then actually here, where the Pillars of Knowledge are located on Isgarth, where the city proper is here, and then on the large sort of spire coming out of the sea here is where the place like the where the Great Library is, where the Arcanist Assemblage is located, as well as university, the Artists Guild, things of that sort, and the Church of Denier as well.
Okay, well, time to go see Risa and learn about vampires.
Yes. I wonder if she pulled any useful books or if it's all just like, oh, hey, guys, I heard your message, but I didn't do it because, I got busy doing something else.
Well, I'm sure she did it.
That's
She's
a
not
pretty-
the type to get busy.
It's a pretty good impression, actually.
This is true, actually, yes. But I'm sure she pulled something useful, just probably not useful in a way we actually need, is all.
Well,
we'll
only one
see.
way to
I
find out,
know.
right?
Hey, Valken, want to put bets on it that she didn't do it?
Ooh, how much?
5 copper?
Copper.
What? We have
For
so
rich
much.
now. Why don't
For
we bet
rich?
like, I don't know, 5 gold?
Listen, I'm trying to buy maybe magical items, okay? Listen, if my tattoo is not going to cost money, I might as well spend this on something magical.
Right, but think
Wait
about
a
this way.
second.
If you win the bet, then you can buy 2 magical items and Valkyne gets none. Which is fine, he doesn't need anyways. He already has...
Okay,
well,
fine.
Friend, magical
gold.
items are not 5 gold. We already know that they're hundreds
It's
of
what I'm
gold.
saying. You should be betting like 100 gold.
I don't bet for cheap now, so...
Ay, ay, ay. What did I get myself
Going
into?
back.
In case you forgot, I'm a big-time gambler now.
World-renowned gambler
Wait.
now.
True.
Is this where? Is this
The Brad Pitt.
the town though that we bought those magical items from? Is this where you got your sword? Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe,
So we have a connection here.
Way over
maybe
there, actually.
we could talk to Yorlas and
Yeah, he was very helpful last
someone
time.
has vampire dust and we don't have to fight vampire.
This
Even better.
best idea you have ever had. Let's just make sure all of DM's plans go out window. I mean, what?
Huh?
Yeah, let's do this. Let's talk to him first before we. I mean,
Well,
let's check in with Risa
Well, let's
first.
see
because it
what
is
we
late.
can learn first.
Risa, but definitely magical items. There might be something
yes.
of use. And now that we're rich.
Well, Rich is.
Oh,
So,
and this is where the regular tattooist is, so you can get your tattoo, Bryn.
Yeah.
I didn't want regular tattoo. I wanted a magic tattoo.
Yeah, the lesser,
Oh,
not
hey,
as
well-
like world-renowned tattoo
No.
artist,
Oh,
you know.
well, I
You
just-
know, not kill vampire type
Discount.
tattoo.
I just couldn't think of which one I should get. I mean, would you help me pick one out?
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Well, first let's see about magic items, because I think that is maybe better use of gold. You know, tattoos are very permanent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if it's magical and it helps you, that's a permanent
Sure.
help.
Yes, but I also have
Maybe
to attune
Valken
to
is
it, do I
tattoo
not?
expert.
Oh, yeah. You ever get tired of this thing here?
have you seen it?
I flick.
Yes, Ron is looking at it right now.
I
Completely
flick.
out of character now.
I flick Valken in the head, and I'm just like, you're letting all this nonsense go to your head as I like walk into the library, forgetting about the bet we made.
All right.
I guess
So
we'll
you make-
follow.
You make your way into the quite large Great Library, which have different spires connected in the back, where the Church of Denier basically is the entrance to this library. So you make your way inside here, and you find a attendant attendant here at this sort of front desk area to guide people coming in, but they are asleep. They have nodded off at the front desk here.
Are we here? Did we arrive late? What time is it?
It's the middle of the morning.
Oh, okay.
So we're fresh off the road right now.
Yeah.
I bet we smell great.
Oh, you think we should take bath first?
So
Oh,
that's
we're
how
here.
we always smell, you know what I mean?
Might as well roll with it. We're right here.
Yeah, it smells pretty normal. I'm gonna sniff Ron too. Ron smells same.
Really? Because it's like Ron cannot explain in common tongue, but
Sort of like if you were trying to tenderize something, but you used your feet and then you let it kind of just sit for a few days. That kind of smells.
Like
That's
an
what I'm
onion
thinking.
salad.
Yeah, like onion salad, but like with feet smell.
Hmm.
I don't
Why-
mind it.
why?
Fritos.
Yo,
But are Fritos.
The way your
Hello?
dog spit smells.
I don't have a dog,
tap on the desk. Hello.
but I've heard they have good smelling feet.
Oh, maybe Ron will play wake up song. Ready? Okay, Ron's gonna move far away from sound device.
Is this gonna work?
Is it work? Ron will try. Are they awake?
It
I'm
upsets
awake.
the small creatures that are in this
Oh.
household somehow. What?
Ron killed the narrator speaker.
Oh, you broke everything, Ron. The whole universe. Oh my god, the universe is breaking.
So as sorry, some things broke, but that's okay. You broke the whole universe. So
Ron
as
breaks
you
the universe.
as you play this, the sort of older halfling gentleman with sort of big gray puffy like sideburns and sort of a receding hairline where it's just a bowl of gray hair around it in the sort of brownish robes that all of the attendants here from Denier. He goes, "Ah, ah," and his eyes are wide. "Ah," and he sort of calms down.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hope your nap was pleasant.
I wasn't napping. I was in deep contemplation.
I do the same thing. I know exactly what you mean.
How may I direct you here at the Great Library?
Oh, we're here to visit someone.
And who might that be?
Risa.
Oh, you're such a nice young woman. If you go
Yes.
down the hall here to this spire and go up the stairs on the third or fourth floor, she is there in the cosmology section. The cosmology, the
cosmology.
heavens and the gods is her section. So this is down this way in and up fifth floor, this third floor. Yes.
Oh, thank you. You may
Any
return
thanks?
to your nap.
Deep contemplation.
Okay.
Maybe you should play the good night song for him real quick. No,
No,
maybe later.
mess with-
Ron's gonna contact Risa because he said third or fourth floor.
Hello, Risa, Drawn. We are here at the library. Sleeping man at front desk said you are third or fourth floor. Which one?
Oh, hey, Ron. Was he sleeping or did he say he was in deep contemplation again? I'm on the third floor. What a silly guy. He's actually kind of...
I love her.
Okay, third
So
floor.
cute.
I was low-key hoping that we wouldn't hear what floor she was on.
We'll head our way to the third floor.
Yep. And now that she knows that you're coming, she, you see her, she's greeting you as you sort of go up the spires and then come up the staircase amongst the just rows and rows of bookshelves that are just covering this entire building. Oh, hey, everyone. I'm so happy to see you.
Risa! Ron just hugs her.
Hello.
Your large firbolg frame just completely envelops this small Asimar woman.
Excuse Ron's adventuring smell.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say anything because that's kind of rude, but now that you brought it up, it's you need a bath. Is that okay? Can you say that?
Yes.
No, that's perfectly
Just
fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can
Well,
say
you
that.
all need baths then.
Oh, yes, we're aware.
By chance, did you happen to research about the vampires?
Oh shoot! Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad.
Oh,
So bad.
Valken! You lay down 100 gold?
Oh, I see how it works.
Oh, what happened to 5 copper?
He said 100 gold. He said that he isn't a man of small bets anymore.
Yeah. Man, I must be losing my memory because I don't even remember a bet.
Oh, really? You know, the one that we made right out in front of these steps of the library like less than 5 minutes ago?
Wait, so you bet that I forgot?
Yes.
I
Yes,
said
we
I was
did. And I pat her
sorry.
on the shoulder. I'm like, you did good.
But I have a lot going on, okay?
Just to be clear, there was not an actual bet.
I don't know. Sounded like a bet to me.
They didn't
There's no
mean
bed.
it like that, Teresa. They just meant that you were very busy and they didn't think you would have time to research.
She starts to like tear up.
I'm
little
trying to fix it.
I said I was sorry. Like, I mean,
It's
No.
okay. It's no,
Okay.
we just thought you were too busy because you were working.
like I like my work, but you know, Yorlis told me that I
See?
need to have a life outside of work, and that I shouldn't spend all my time
Oh.
here.
Wait, you are still
Of course.
seeing your list?
Oh yeah, he's really nice.
Oh, how long has, is you going to get married?
Ron,
I
don't
don't
pressure her.
know. New question, please.
How have you been doing? Are you doing well?
Oh, I'm okay.
How is the library? How is job?
I love my job.
Very good. That is all that is important. Anyways, if you could help us find section on vampires, I would be happy to do research. You don't have to do.
Okay.
I
Just
love to read,
vampires?
so.
Is there anything else you wanted to know?
Specifically how to kill vampires
Oh,
Okay.
and collect one's dust.
in
Oh.
vampire dust.
Is there anything else that you said when you messaged me? I forgot.
Yes.
What
We
did-
also need to figure out, this is less timely, this could wait till maybe, tomorrow, but we also need to find out if you have any mentions in library about like other dimensions and what a door to that dimension might look like in
Oh, well, that's kind of my section, cosmology, that kind of thing.
that's
that's
very good,
exciting.
okay.
I didn't know
Do
you
you
did
know?
cosmetology.
Cosmology.
Right.
Have you heard of Leafside?
Oh yeah, sort of a small like logging village and farming just to the southwest of here. I mean, it's a decent sized village, but nothing really to write home about.
You've been there?
I mean, pass through there.
Hmm.
It's been a long time
Creepy?
though. There's really nothing to see, pass through. Like, there's nothing to do there really, as like a traveler or anything. So I just kind of kept going.
Does this universe have the equivalent of like, you find the local newspapers and they add them to like, what's that stuff, microfilm, and you could like check out like the news stories from a couple months ago, anything like that? The version of that would be like a town crier that brings news. You know what I mean? Like, is there like that
There are town criers.
that go between the towns? Is that like a thing?
Not really.
Okay. Like tradespeople would bring news, right?
People who travel would bring news, essentially. So you would be the news bringers in some cases.
Hmm. Has anyone gone to Leafside and maybe not come back, or people go missing?
I haven't heard anything. Like, I haven't really been there or spent a whole lot of time there. Just kind of passed through it. So,
Okay.
You can check with what is her face over at where all the trading happens for imports, exports. What was her name?
Well, there is a rumor that the vampire lives in Leafside, so please do not ever go there.
oh,
Yeah, do not go
okay.
there.
I will stay far away. I have a question though.
Yes.
Why do you want to know about other dimensions and gates to go
Oh,
there?
yes, I didn't want to tell you this via magic in case someone was listening in, but we found Ixius.
Oh,
I should have
Where-
led with
where
it.
are they?
I'm very sorry. They are in some sort of other pocket dimension prison cell, and they don't
Oh.
know. They can't see or hear anything. So, but we know that they went there via a skyship. Baron Vos Krill has them and put them there, and they're probably in Salon. So we are going to go to Salon and free them, but we don't know how to find a doorway to this other space.
this is a lot.
While she was saying that, could I like have been scanning the room to see if there's maybe anybody else listening or walking by or trying to pay attention to us, or
Anyone else in the library?
like in this section we're at? Is there any
No.
like eavesdroppers? Okay.
No, not really. Not that you
I
can
felt
see.
like I assumed she was in like boring, dusty section. Is that wrong of me to assume that she was just like
No.
I mean,
back
that's
in
up
the
to
stacks
you.
by herself?
Do you think that cosmology, the heavens and their gods, is a happening section or no?
No.
Hawkins always like paying attention to stuff. He's got elf ears.
To her
And eyes.
ears here. See.
Go on.
Well, yeah, I'll find everything I can on
one more
vampires.
thing. I mentioned to you about one more thing. We also need to look up about the demon lords, and you said you could look that one up as well.
Demon lords?
Yes, I mentioned this to you. Do you not remember?
No, which one? Do you know?
What?
Do all of them?
But do you remember me asking you this?
I mean, I guess.
You guess? Are you getting our messages? I'm very confused.
I'm sorry, I just forgot, okay?
No, it's okay. I'm very scared that the Baron is intercepting my sending spells.
I'm just forgetful
paranoid.
sometimes when I'm not fully engrossed in my work all the time.
Risa, what's going on with you?
Yeah, are you
Let's have
okay?
a chat.
I've been going on dates.
Oh, I understand now.
Good dates?
Yeah, I think so.
With your list?
Mhm.
Does he give you gifts?
Sometimes.
Oh, that is nice.
Does he treat you nicely? Is he
Yes.
polite? Does he pull out
Yeah.
your chair? Is he respectful?
Yes.
Okay. If that ever changes, you let me know and I will pay him a visit.
Sometimes you're really scary.
It is, yes.
Well,
Okay, but besides the dates, what else is going on? You seem frazzled.
not really. I mean,
She's, how do you say, love sick. Sick in love.
okay. So vampires, how to get to other planes, and demon lords.
And also how to just look for ways to get to other planes if there's like a visual cue situation.
Okay. Wait here. I'll be right back.
You could put me in one of these sections. I am happy to help. I am very, very good at reading books, and
Okay.
I even understand Dewey Decimal System. I learned it a very long time ago, so I can help.
What system?
You don't know how to use? Oh dear. Either way,
Who's
I will figure out
Dewey?
your system. He is a magician who organized books in, like back
That's
in...
not
Ant-
real. I would
It is
know.
a real thing. That is a real thing. Everybody uses.
Okay, then. Whatever you say. Your jokes are funny. Okay, so different planes and potentially how to get to them. And she like points in your direction and just points like directly at a book. You see the one there with the large leather bound and purple spine? You'll want that one. And then the one next to it, and then the 3 after that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm actually, is Ron following by chance?
Yes.
Y'all can be wherever.
I'm handing books to Ron to carry.
And I'll be right back, and I'm gonna find
stacking them up.
information on vampires and demon lords. Okay, I'll be right back. And she has a cart, and she just wheels it out, and then goes to its section on the opposite side of where she is now.
Wait, are you going to read all of this, Bryn?
Oh, yeah, probably. Well, not every word. I'm going to, browse for what we need and see if it seems relevant, and then, make 2 stacks, maybe relevant, not so relevant, and then I will read relevant ones. I'm very good at this. I have very good, I have the crown thing that makes me very smart, too. So
probably
Oh.
like 10 or 15 minutes later, Risa comes back and her cart is just like full of books. Like there's like a bottom shelf and a top shelf, and she comes back and she's kind of pushing it along. I didn't know exactly what she wanted, so I found a lot of books on vampires, like children's stories and myths and just accountings and
Lots
and
of
then
books.
I did the same thing with demon lords, like rhymes for children to be scared of them, and
What are
then
there children's stories about demon lords?
well, just anything about just demons and stuff.
This is
and
good.
bad
This
stuff.
is good. This is what. Thank you. Whenever we go to like a bakery with a lot of desserts, and probably Valkan gets like really big eyes
Mhm.
and looks like he wants to eat everything. That's kind of the look that Bryn has when she brings like the cart of books.
Okay.
I'm gonna start.
Okay.
I'm gonna find a table and start reading.
This is probably going to take a long time. Are all of you going to look, or
Yes, we need to know weaknesses of vampires and how to fight them.
okay?
Well, I could look if you all want. If you all have other things you want to do, like I don't mind.
I don't think only one person should have all the information.
Well, I mean, I will tell you. I'm just. Let me put it
Yeah,
this way.
but there's
DM.
4 of us.
Is there skill sets that get applied to doing research?
So there are going to be 3 different roles. Essentially, is what we'll do is one
Oh,
for
shoot.
demon lords. There's going to be one for different planes and how to find them, and then there'll be one on vampires. They're going to be, since you are literally doing research here, it's going to be history. At this point, you're getting books and you're learning. If anyone's trained in history, they can help on these roles. But it's going to take some time. It may take you, in order to, I would say probably a day to research each subject, since you're pouring through this.
Okay.
So with that being said, you all could stay to help on some of this research if you are able to, but if you're not there to do help, you could do anything else that you wanted, or you could just be there, or do all the roles in one day if you wanted
Okay.
to split it up.
I'll say this right now. Falcon is gonna have nothing to help you.
No
I'm like
history.
all I'm like -1 and all that stuff. So.
You could also use this time to do some downtime if there are things that you want to do, or if there are things you want to study. I think Vin, you were a few days out from actually learning how to be proficient in lockpicking.
Oh, I wrote that down. Was it just 1 day?
You're
Oh,
close.
7
yeah.
days.
Oh.
Or I wrote on EP 64. I wrote 7 days left.
So you could knock that down a couple notches if you'd like.
Sure. Yeah, I can do that. Lockpicking might come in handy in wherever
if-
we're going.
Yeah, and if y'all are interested in like trying to find like magic items and stuff like that, going out and doing that takes pretty much a day. Yeah, but that may be something that you all want to do together. So
Yeah, I
Mhm.
want to do that together.
Mhm.
I guess how I see it is like we're in no rush. Vampires
you've
do
got
not
time.
know we're coming to them, so it's like,
Yeah, and they're not going anywhere. Like,
yeah, we're in
Okay,
zero. This could
let's
take a
run-
week. I don't
One,
care.
get the reading glasses on. Ready to research.
glasses.
Yeah.
I want them to be like really
Those are
small,
awesome.
like spectacles.
Love it.
like some Benjamin Franklin looking spectacles.
Yes, absolutely. That's what I want.
That's amazing.
So should I like be bringing coffee or?
Oh, actually, this is a good idea. You could get some snacks and chicken soup sandwiches and coffee. Well, tea would be preferable.
Yeah, because all this book stuff is not my thing.
But there's other things you could do, actually, while we're doing books. You could do research of your own. We need to see if any news has come out of Leaf
side.
side. You know, like trade route caravan situations.
Okay.
We've got contacts in places or something.
Nearly's
near
around,
future.
I'm sure.
I don't know where she went, actually. I don't think she's in the city.
I thought she was.
I mean,
Who's that?
Nearly.
I could
He's-
ask people these things, but I'll figure
mean-
something out, I guess.
You could go gamble some more and try to get us more money. Just like go alone your
Wow.
mind.
Like Vin mentioned, who's to say I don't want some kind of magic thing? It's
Well,
worth
so
a
I'm
lot of
saying
money.
if you win more money, you can buy more magic things.
Or you can lose all your money and not have any magic things.
This is so true.
Very
You
true.
already owe me 100 gold.
You could go carousing. I just want one of us to roll on the carousing table so bad.
What table?
I will say
Browsing?
too.
Like, go get into some shenanigans.
Oh,
I will say too, with this research, as I'm looking through sort of the research rules in Xanathars, I don't particularly like making y'all spend money to research because it's a library for the people. But what I'll say is that for these subjects, since you are in the Great Library, that you can get advantage on the rolls as well.
Okay.
so before I go and do other things, do you need my eyes on some books, or should I stay?
I mean, we have these picture books. You could look at those ones. Just like see if anything useful in little children's stories. There might be some. Look, we just discussed how children's stories are based on facts sometimes. We told you like all sorts of scary children's stories that were all true.
This is very true.
Mm-hmm. Not one of them, but false.
Give me one of them.
And Belcan, the kids' books that we have on vampires.
Okay, so let's figure out. We'll take this kind of day by day. Who's going to be doing what? I'm assuming that Bryn is going to be researching.
Yes, I have a
And
good
then-
history.
Valken, are you going to help her research as well?
I'm looking at a kid's book.
Okay.
I'm not proficient in history though. Is that a problem?
No, but in order to assist, you have to be proficient.
Okay, but I could do the rolls just fine.
Um,
On one of the days, I would like
We'll
to
do-
learn lock picking.
yeah. So we'll do one day at a time. We'll call day 1. And Bryn's gonna research.
Vampires this day.
And then Valken's gonna help research. Or he's gonna look at kids' books. And then Vin, you're gonna do lockpicking.
Yeah.
What's Ron gonna do?
Also, research vampires. How about Bryn?
Are you assisting or are you separately researching?
I am not skilled, so I cannot assist.
I will give Ron the stack of books that looks like Ron can handle. Let's put
Okay.
it that way. Like if there's books that are like 101 on vampires and how to kill them, that's the book I'm giving to Ron because I feel like
Gotcha.
the ones where the information might be like a little hidden, I'll take those ones. So
Gotcha. Who wants to take the advantage for the Great Library on their roll?
Bryn.
Okay, so we will start first. Vin, you spend the day lockpicking, so that goes down to 6 days until you're trained in lockpicking.
Thank you.
You are able to fiddle around and you're close, you're almost there. Just take a little more time. We will start with Valken. Go ahead and make a roll on some vampire kid books.
Is this
History.
okay? 2.
2. There are some mean, scary pictures of people of these vampires with hunched over with long fangs coming out of their mouth and long nails and really scary. Like you look at this like this is a children's novel, like a children's book.
Yeah, it's just adding to the pile of things that I'm learning how people like have raised their kids. Just scary stories that are evil and yeah. Yeah, this is I'm not sure any of this is actually helpful.
Ron,
Hello.
make your roll, sir.
Come on, Ron. Believe in you.
14?
14. Okay.
Hmm.
And then I will say, Bryn, make your roll.
Okay, and mine's advantage or was Ron's advantage? Are you sure, Moobs?
Yours. Yeah.
Well, he already rolled, so.
Yeah.
Oh, right. $22.
22. Okay, so we'll start with the 14. You come across, Ron, that of course vampires definitely hate sunlight in all of its forms. But one that's a little less known is they also do not like running water. They tend to avoid it.
Oh. This is
that-
strange.
It means like a stream or something, like naturally running water.
Just running water. A 22 for Bryn. It is, I don't want to say well known, but a myth that's been sort of very prevalent is vampires can change their shape into different forms. Bats, mist, things of the such. They can climb walls like they were the floor. They cannot enter a residence without being invited in. They are harmed by running water. Not that they just don't like it, they are harmed by it. They are also harmed not only by the sun, but by radiant energy.
Ho, ho, ho.
Is that what Ron has?
Oh, yeah.
They can typically command different types of beasts in the area to come to their aid. They are able to charm people to do their bidding.
Do I know what kind of spell that would be? The charm people thing?
It's not a spell as far as you know.
I'm just trying to figure out if I can figure out a way to like protect against that.
Anything
If
that
it's-
would
if I don't know if
help
it's a
against the
spell.
charmed condition.
Okay.
Let's see. As far as you know, the only sure way to completely kill a vampire is a piercing weapon made of wood is driven directly into their heart while they are incapacitated in their resting place.
Is my javelin wood? No.
It's not made of wood. It has wood on it. This is essentially saying like a wooden stake
Steak.
or something made of only wood. You also know that any attempts to destroy them outside of their resting place will be hard fought, if not impossible.
Are you suggesting we can only fight them in their den?
Not necessarily.
resting place? I guess I don't understand like the difference.
They've been known to where would-be adventurers and hunters would think that they had destroyed them, only for them to turn into mist and escape.
Okay, so we need to catch him napping and stake him in the heart.
Essentially. You would also know that since you rolled a 22, I'm basically giving you as much info as you can have. If they are defeated outside of their resting place, they must return to the resting place as mist.
Oh.
Oh.
No, do they turn as mist and then become corporeal, or?
As far as you've read in the research, is that if you are to attack them and best them, instead of dying, they turn into mist and do everything in their power to return to said resting place, so they can revert back.
Okay.
And it does take some time. The exact time is unknown of if they are turned to mist and return to the resting place. After some time has passed, they can come back in their corporeal form. Most vampires will have their spawn and other things to protect them and guard them. And they typically have some sort of lair that they call their own. And it's typically could be the place that they died. It could be another place where they have transported earth from where they died. That seems to be an important theme in your research.
Hmm.
And that's all you find.
Bryn, anything about how to get vampires into ashes yet?
Not yet.
Hmm. Anything
Perhaps
about fire in
The
vampires?
same way, like, you get most things into ashes. I can look. It is a little hard. These books are very wordy.
Hmm. Maybe better luck tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow I was going to research something else, unless you want to go do items tomorrow, and I can research another time.
You don't see anything particular about whether they are weak or resistant to fire. There's no mention of this specific to running water and radiant energy. It does suggest that if you were to fight a vampire in martial combat, to do so with magical weapons.
Well, okay, we all need magic weapons. Does everyone have one?
Well, I want to get more.
Okay.
Ron has one, yeah.
Okay, so we should be good. And I
You
need
all-
to get
you
us
all
all
have
some
magic.
steaks.
I don't have magical weapons, but I have
You
magic.
have magic.
Yeah, you don't use weapons.
I could use
Oh,
weapons.
one time-
Wow. Okay.
One time Vin stabbed guy in back and he died. Remember?
I'm not saying you don't have them. I'm just saying that you usually go like pew pew, fire, fire, fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's more fun.
Exactly.
I like the theatrics.
You could tell.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do this day? It's going to be pretty much all day, these activities. So you can go find a room at the local inn and then continue your second day if you'd like.
I feel like if the second day is not on vampires, maybe we do that stuff later. I don't know.
What's that?
We don't need to research everything all in the same time, right?
You
Like,
can't in the same day. It has to be a separate day.
no, I mean, like, we don't have to do it tomorrow. We can go look for magic items tomorrow. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, you can split up however you want. So, so you can go be a patron at any of the local establishments. You're familiar with the Grey Jug Inn and Tavern, which is where your usual haunt is here with the chicken soup sandwiches. And there's also the Artist and the Bard, which is the super fancy place where you've gotten food, as well as they have rooms available.
That's not, no need for fancy.
Yeah, let's just do a good old standard, you know.
It's going to cost you a gold piece each and then 3 silver for the meal for the night. And then we can see what you all would like to do on the second day.
Ooh, so many good spells.
Day 2. What would you all like to do on this day?
Going shopping, right? Valkian?
I'd much rather do that than spend another whole day in the library, please.
This is why I thought we'd take a break. Let's go find our good friend and see if see if he has any good leads on some good goods.
Okay. Yep, so you can wake up the next day, and typically where you find Yorlis is there towards the north, the same direction as the Great Library, but it is the sort of place where all of the artists and different people go, the Artists Guild, in that section. So you can certainly find him there. So you make your way that morning. You wake up, you head over back to the north side there, and then you can find Yorlis, who's practicing his lute playing with some other people playing woodland instruments, different drums. He's currently in the middle of a session.
Oh, we shall wait.
So you wave, and he sort of, his eyes light up, and he nods to you and finishes his little ditty, and then puts the lute down and then walks over to you. Hello, my friends. Welcome back. How are you all doing? It's been quite some time.
Oh, greetings. Yes.
Very good.
I think the last time I saw you was at the ball.
That
Or
just
has
might
we
be
been
it.
back since then? I don't remember.
That sounds
was
about right.
Was that same day as the festival with the sparkling candy?
Oh, yes.
Yes, a lot has happened since then.
I don't remember when that occurred. I remember well, regardless, I'm glad you're here. Here to listen to some of the finer music in the Vantis.
We have acquired some resources and hoping to invest in some product.
Why are you sounding so shady?
Take 10. Take 10, and he says, come over here. All right. What are you looking for? Anything specific?
Magic items, like weapons.
Like weapons, all right.
Yeah,
This goes
weapons.
for all of you.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, weapons, potions, things for combat in general.
Right. You need them today?
Also looking for a very rare reagent.
Such as?
Vampire dust?
Sorry, I think we're all fresh out of vampire dust.
It's what I figured, but I figured we should ask before we go off and hunt some
Couldn't
down
hurt,
ourselves.
right? Would you like the horn of a dragon or something? I'll see if I have any
I'm
back.
just asking. I didn't say it would be cheap. I don't
Wait,
know what you can get your hands
you
on.
have one?
No, of course not.
Oh,
Ridiculous.
To answer your question, we're not in a big hurry or anything, I don't think, right?
Yes, no hurry.
All right. So, do you want them today? To go look today, or no?
If that's possible.
Yeah.
Sure.
yes. We could
I would
look
love
at it.
that.
You know my fee. It's gonna be 25 gold pieces from each of you, and I will set up the
Each?
meat.
Very well.
Forgot about that. That's a lot.
That's his side gig. It costs money to set these things up.
How much is that?
How can I get in on this business?
Well, I suppose you have to spend ungodly amounts of money procuring magical items. and be very
Ew.
snooty with them.
Don't have the items. You just know the people. How do I get to
Exactly.
know the people?
All right, I know the people, and it stays that way. If you want to go find your own business, then go elsewhere.
Just asking questions.
I
It
mean,
interests me is all.
do we get a discount for being a repeat customers? We'll only come back for more.
Make a persuasion check.
Also, yeah, I mean, we're friends with Risa. It's like,
Can I
Come on.
use it with advantage at all or anything? Or no?
Unless you want to spend some resources, you can, or if you have your inspirations.
Ron will help out. You know, one musician to another.
Hmm. Does that count?
Yeah.
We have a 21 on persuasion.
All right, listen. Do you have to twist my arm every time that you do this? I mean, I have to make only 2, right? Let me tell you, playing the lute, regardless of how luxurious the events I play are, don't pay too well. So if you're gonna twist my arm, 15 gold each. That's as low as I'm going. Don't ask again. Friends discount 1 time. Deal?
Deal.
Friends discount one
very nice.
time, but your regular rate is locked in and you can't increase it on us.
I would never dream of that.
I'm just saying. Some people get greedy. Start increasing rates.
I'll go ahead and toss them the coins.
All right.
yeah, I paid mine.
Mm-hmm.
If you all can just, well, speak amongst yourselves or do whatever it is that you do, get some lunch, I don't care. It will take me, just give me an hour.
Okay, we shall get chicken soup sandwiches.
Right. They're surprisingly good. I can't, anyway, I'll be back. And he just takes off, sort of at like a little pep in his step, sort of walking briskly across the across the bridge from the Pillar of Knowledge.
I guess in that hour prior to getting food, can I like in this area we're in, is there any sort of like I don't know, jewelry shop, place that sells that sort of thing?
Why do you ask?
Yeah, who's it for?
Because there is a very specific shop called Silver and Sapphire that I believe Vin messed with when y'all were gonna do stuff for the ball. Remember the lady that was there that you had a little spat with?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Was
Yes,
that
there
just
is.
then, or what were they with her?
Yeah, I don't
What
think
was
y'all were there.
that smirk for, Valken, when Vin asked?
One, I don't think it's necessarily anybody else's business, but 2, it would be for me, obviously.
You're looking for just normal jewelry, right? And
Uh,
stuff like that.
Magical jewelry. Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, I had mentioned before, but in the other town, like maybe wanting to have something like imbued with magic, but I don't have any items on me that be imbued, so I was hoping to buy like a necklace or a ring, or if there's
Gotcha.
something that already has something on it, I don't know.
Got you. So if you're looking for something inherently magical, that's going to be where Euros is going to hook you up with. But if you have an item that you want to see that if it can be enchanted with magical properties, that's an Arcanist assemblage type situation. So you
Right.
you could go buy something and then take it to them and see if they want to enchant it for you.
Yeah, because I don't really have anything on me that I could do that, so I was hoping to
Sure.
see about that.
Yeah.
Just and we can do it, you know, if it's just a thing of buying a ring or something, I can just do it later than mine.
Yeah, we can go. You can go buy if you do you want a ring or a necklace specifically, or
Probably just a ring.
yeah, you can go find a standard ring with a gem or something on it.
Is there one that has a band that's kind of like a serpent, like a silver serpenty looking band?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's yeah.
What sort of metal would you want this ring to be made of? Just straight silver, or are you looking for like platinum or gold?
See, I was gonna get just silver, but mention some stuff. I guess it would depend on the price of things. I don't know how much the increments of gold I would have to pay for better metals.
So I'll say if you just want a plain like silver ring in the serpent pattern, we'll call that 5 gold pieces. It's just a ring. If you want it in gold, we'll call it 20. If you want it in platinum, if you want to bling out, we'll call it 75.
We'll go with just silver.
Just silver? Okay.
Yeah.
So it'll be 5 gold pieces. You can find it, and it looks cool. And it looks like snakes.
Awesome. I can just add like silver ring to my inventory.
Yeah. And if you would like, if you made your way over there and y'all are still waiting, it's up to you all. If you want to go to the assemblage first, or if you just want to wait around for your list.
It's up to Valkan.
What's that?
Did you want to go to the assembly first, or wait to see what we can buy from the magic guy?
Oh, are we? He's only gonna take an hour, right?
Hmm.
I don't know. Do you guys think you can get any research done in an hour? Less than an hour?
Not research. This would be making a stop and asking what they can do, because you'd have to leave it there with them.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought we were talking about something else. Sure. Yeah, I would. I guess inquire about that.
Yeah. So you can make your way back up to the Arcanist assemblage there.
Yeah.
And you see a sort of a portly human man wearing some very nice Arcanist robes, standing behind the counter. Welcome to the Arcanist assemblage. How may I help you, sir?
Hello. Yes. This the place someone would go if they needed to have an item enchanted with magics.
Well, let's see here. Those are normally reserved for members of the assemblage, so I do apologize.
That's unfortunate. Because if it's a matter of money, I have it. We could call it a donation. The assemblage, perhaps.
It's against protocol. I will note that, Bryn, you are a member of the assemblage, technically.
Technically, I'm a member. You could use my. I don't have like a badge. Do you have a list of? Here are my credentials. I do.
Let's see here. This is perfectly fine. Yes, of course we could do it in your name. This is your
very good.
Your entourage, of course.
Yes,
Well,
he
thank
is
you,
my entourage.
All right. What is it that you are? And he looks at you and sort of winks that you're looking for. He's pointing to you, Bryn, but he's asking Valken essentially.
Oh, Vilkin, remind me what I am looking for.
Well, as you see, we're an adventuring party, somewhat. So we run into dangers out on the road, and anything that can sort of help with survivability in an encounter with dangerous creatures, or perhaps something to, I don't know, fight against powerful undead creatures.
Let's see here. Well, are you looking more for an Well, are you looking for any specific sort of resistance to something, or perhaps maybe just general protection, or would you like to be a little bit more evasive?
I'm pretty squirrely, but on the off chance I would get attacked by something, I guess overall something to make me generally more resilient to taking physical harm, I guess.
Some more protection. Now I do have to remind the young lady, who is of course one of the arcanists, is that these are quite rare enchantments, so they do require quite a bit of coin.
Well, you know, I'm sure she might have the means to afford it, but you could give us an idea.
Right, let me see here. He pulls out a large book. Let's see. It would probably cost you around 3,000 gold pieces or so.
A fairly steep price. Can I?
It would take a week to construct, so no rush.
I would never presume to rush your work. But I'm perhaps, since that'd be quite the investment, I have some more details on what exactly the enchantment would do.
He's essentially peddling a ring of protection to you. Which a ring of protection is plus 1 AC and saving throws.
Plus 1 AC and
Plus 1 to your saving throws.
Okay, so it does both those things. That is, that would be a mighty useful item, I would say. You know what? I should treat myself. I think I would like to have this.
Very well. Oh, I see you've brought your own sort of vessel here.
My companion would like to have that.
Yes, of course, I will write it in as you as the responsible party for picking up said item once it's completed.
Oh, yes, he will pick it up. I am far too busy.
And what is your name, sir?
You can call me Valken.
Valken, indeed. And I shall take the ring. And he sort of writes out in a large book, like your name, the enchantment, the price, and just basically gives you a receipt. You will need this to pick up your item, and it will take 1 week.
That's
Very well.
fair. Yes. How's it work? All of it now, half of it now, half when I pick
We
it
will
up?
accept half up front.
Fair. Well, let me gather it and count it out. And it's yours. So, 1,500.
Indeed.
Dude.
I will, like, you know, divvy it out and put it in like a separate satchel.
Mm-hmm.
And
He takes it all and sort of collects it, and then says, thank you very much for your patronage. The Arcanist Assemblage does its best, of course, to make sure that all of our Arcanists are equipped for such things, and I shall see you in 1 week.
I trust you'll do fine work.
We always do. Good day. And he goes back to looking at his book.
It
As
went
soon as
very well,
we-
I think.
As soon as we step out of the place, Falcon just like stares at the ground. Ugh. That hurt.
Are you okay?
That hurt.
Are you hurt?
What of it? I feel like I lost my own weight.
Do you need Ron to heal you?
I'm very concerned.
No, let's just get food and something to drink.
All right.
All right. Ron's hand stops glowing.
I'll be fine once I get an ale or two in me.
We can
Yep,
make that happen.
and I will say that is a direct result of one of you being a member of the Arcanist Assemblage.
Oh.
Otherwise, you would not have been able to get this done. So that's
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Man, Well, yay for Bryn.
Go study more with them. Maybe I can unlock more perks.
You are currently an initiate, which is the lowest level.
Okay.
How much
Alright.
time would we have to spend here for her to level up, essentially?
It's gonna be sort of on a weighted scale. So going from initiate to apprentice might take like a full week or two to kind of get that, because she knows she already has proficiencies and she already has the ability to do such things more than probably that an initiate can. She's basically klepping out essentially, or of those classes.
I'm like one of those schools where they like you go and do your own research on your own time. You just come back and do the reports.
So initiate to apprentice would be a few weeks. Apprentice to arcanist would be considerable more time, because an arcanist is almost like you like graduate from the school and you are allowed to be a practicing arcanist on your own kind of thing. After
Risa's
that,
an arcanist?
what's that?
Risa's an arcanist?
No, Reese is not part of this.
Oh, okay.
Not at all. An arcanist are typically like the person at the counter that you just talked to is probably an arcanist, and that's kind of their duty that they're doing outside of graduating from the assemblage. From apprentice to arcanist, a while. For Bryn's abilities, I don't know if I'm just kind of going off the cuff here, since it's different for you, since you are more powerful than most of the students that they have. Maybe 6 months, maybe a year of service to them. And then after that is like high arcanist, and then after that is master of, in whichever school is related to, and there's only one of each master. And then there's the archmage as well, of which the archmage in Vantis. You've met her, and you've also heard Zavras being referred to as an archmage as well. So, all right. You all can finish this up and go get some chicken soup sandwiches.
I would like to shower.
Sure, yeah.
Yes.
You can go do that. Normally places like inns, you can get that done as well. So if you can get some food and get a bath drawn and stuff for you. So instead of the 3 silver pieces for a meal, it'd be like 5 for a meal in a bath or something like that.
Oh,
So you guys
yeah.
can spend some time doing that.
If we're going to meet up with rich people, we should probably smell good.
Mm-hmm.
Could go to a fancy bathhouse. Just saying, we liked it last time. No, we're being thrifty. Got it. Okay, let's just see if they can charge a little for a bath.
5 silver pieces each, and you all have your chicken soup sandwiches and your baths. And then probably around an hour and a half later, Yorles comes looking for you all and stops by here. All right, is everyone ready to go? Are you though?
Yes, already. Oh, and I put on my nice. We have like nice about town clothes. That's
You're
what I'm
walking
gonna be
around, nice clothes.
Yeah.
wearing.
Oh, good. You cleaned up. I was gonna suggest that, but you took the initiative. Very proud of you all. Are you ready to go?
We are learning.
Yes.
All right, follow
Ready.
me. And he leads you over to the western part of town, which you are familiar that this is where you'd gone last time. This is where the Duchess lives in this area. And
Yeah.
you go up to the familiar gates with the large front lawn and a large sort of manor of Alistair Layton, the person that Valken bought his sword from. All right, come in. And then Yorlis knocks on the door, and there's an attendant there. We're here to see Lord Layton, of course. And he just nods and lets you all in. And you go to the same seating room and waits, and you see the gentleman who, if you don't recall, is he's got short, dark hair with a black goatee, dark brown eyes, and he's wearing like a long, like gray cloak right now, and a large sort of shirt with baggy sleeves with silver trim, and this shirt's like a deep red color, and he's got these dark like black pants tucked into some tall black boots, lots of buckles and things on them, and he's walking with a cane that has a jewel at the top of it. Good morrow, I see you all are returning customers. What can I do for you? Is there anything you're particularly looking for out of my collection?
Yes, Ron will go first. Ron is looking for some enhanced protection.
Interesting. How about we go up to my collection and we can sort of peruse and have tea or such conversation?
That would be delightful.
Indeed. Follow me. Yes, Stephen, please make sure that there are refreshments brought up.
Yes, thank you, Stephen.
Very well, sir. And he rushes out towards the kitchens. It's been quite a while since I've seen you all. I do have some relatively new pieces in the collection, perhaps.
Excellent.
Perhaps I'll start at the more less fascinating and work our way up.
Sure.
Well, okay.
This one I've had in my collection, and he holds it up, and it's like a very nice looking like silver pin. And on the tip of it, it has sort of like a dark green. It's very shiny, like nib at the end of it.
Silver pin?
Mm-hmm. P-E-N.
Okay.
Like a quill almost.
Oh, okay.
Now, I have heard that this pin here will allow you to write messages across the entire sky with it.
Oh,
Very interesting.
you test this yourself?
I typically don't like to. I refrain from using the items, I collect them. I think the more that they are used, that perhaps the value may diminish, depending. I just take care of them and collect them. I don't intend to use them.
And then anyone can see this message in the sky?
Yes, as far as I know.
Oh. Might seem useful.
This is, of course, 400 gold pieces.
Well, what else do you have?
I do have this very fine pair of exotic boots. And they have like stark white fur around like the top of them, and they're made of a leather, and they have sort of blue jewels that are above like the loops where the laces go into, and the bottoms are sort of spiked. Now these boots, not only are they more adept to the colds of winter, it allows you to not be slowed down by winter storms and such. You will also not feel the effects of cold in general.
Well, can. I feel like you need those. You're always cold.
This is true. There's also a cheaper way to avoid the cold, and that's to not go where the cold's at.
Oh, this isn't necessarily cold weather. This is all forms of cold.
Like spells?
Indeed.
But regular cold as well, right?
Of course.
Okay. Just checking.
And what would something like this cost?
800 gold pieces.
The most expensive shoes I've ever seen.
Well, they are quite special. If you don't want them, then you don't have to purchase them.
I'm not saying anything about them. I'm just saying.
I do remind you that you are guests in my home, and I am sharing my collection with you.
And quite a beautiful collection, might add.
Thank you. You seem to recall from your previous visits, this guy is very snooty and very stuck up. He lives in the nobility part of town here.
May we see some more of your collection, if you do not mind?
Yes. Let me direct you to this piece, and it's on like an armor stand, and it's got different sort of like it looks like splint mail to you, but the metal is not sort of like iron or steel. It's brighter, and it almost seems like every piece of light like glints off of it. This suit of armor is quite special, because it is light, it's a feather, flexible, extremely strong. And it doesn't hinder your movements. It is made of mithril.
Oh.
Oh. What type of armor is it? What class?
It is mithril splint mail.
Splint mail.
So
That would be better than... I don't know what that's better than. I get confused every time.
splint mail on its own is 17 AC.
Ooh.
And it is heavy. It normally will impose a disadvantage on stealth checks, but because it's mithril, it does not. What was
Is this
that?
better than your armor?
Is it? Ron is wearing plate.
Oh, you're wearing plate. So plate is like more armor than splint.
Slightly stronger.
Okay. And Vin, you do not want to wear armor, and Valken, you cannot wear armor, if I am not mistaken.
I would rather not.
Though the light may be beneficial.
This could be a good item. It is not really what I had in mind, but how much are you asking for this?
850 gold pieces.
Okay, that's good to know.
Do you have any cloaks?
I'm not finished. Hold on, young lady.
Okay.
It's a conversation. It's very casual.
I wasn't sure if you were waiting for us to tell you what we want or if you were just showing us, but I will keep my mouth zipped. You are far smarter and greater and grander and more handsome than any of us.
You are such a nice young lady.
And I curtsy to him.
Indeed.
Of course.
Let's see
That's what they
else.
say about me.
I'm standing like kind of behind him when he turns to look at her. I'm just like, let me make that face.
This piece, and he opens like a glass case, and it's got a necklace with various different sort of silver, like not really like vials, but like they hold like different circular objects inside them of varying different colors. Ah, yes, this is a necklace that is said to be connected to the very gods themselves. You would only, if you need their help, you may only use one of these small beads attached.
Small bead.
What do beads do?
Well, you sort of remove the bead and then use it, and they could be anything like some sort of blessing or some sort of otherworldly ally coming to your aid. It could be a way to move across distances quickly, or some sort of favor to heal someone that's important to you.
Is the bead one-time use?
Yes.
How many beads are there?
6.
Sounds very chaotic, like Vin.
Yeah, it sounds like
You
how
however,
much?
You have to be one of faith to use this.
Oh, well,
Oh.
never mind.
So Ron.
They are
I
a
can
necklace
use
of
it.
prayer beads, and they require attunement by a cleric, a druid, or a paladin. They can contain beads that would be bless, cure wounds, lesser restoration, greater restoration, branding smite, planar ally, or wind walk.
Sounds very
And-
useful.
It's handy.
And you won't know what beads are what until you attune to it.
And how much are you willing to ask for to depart such item?
This is quite a rare piece. Also, an important note from this is that when you use this, you cast a spell as a bonus action.
Oh.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Oh, let's see here. Alrighty. I would be willing to pot for this 2,500 gold pieces.
Okay, all right.
2,500. Okay.
Seems reasonable.
All right, next piece. And he opens up a small like box, and it's got some line tied around it, and he holds it up, and it is a hook of some sort, like that goes on a fishing pole.
Fishing hook.
And it looks like
What-
bright silver.
What is this?
And it's a silver hook with like a golden feather attached to it.
My God, you just got upgrade to the maximum tier fishing rod.
Now, what I am told is that if you
Stardew
are
Valley?
to use this on any fishing pole and fully submerge it in a certain amount of water, you must spend an hour or so doing this, as of course fishing does take a bit of patience. Once you do this, you are guaranteed to catch a fish, and not any fish, but a magical fish.
Magical fish.
Indeed.
Insight check on this guy.
Roll it.
16.
He is telling the truth, as far as you know.
Okay. He's not just like playing Ron for all of Ron's money. Just check.
Now, mind you, that this can be used once per day, of course, like most magical items, but of course you knew that.
Uh-huh.
But these different, apparently magical fish have all sorts of different properties.
Well, Ron is very interested in such item.
What kind of magic fish though? Like what properties do fish have?
They're magical, I don't know.
I mean, like, do we eat them?
Well, I'm sure you
sell them?
could.
Do we like throw them in the air? Like, I don't understand.
Well, I'm sure that's one option as well. As far as I know, the possible magic fish that you could find is, well, to provide nourishment for everyone, or for one person.
Mm-hmm.
You could provide nourishment and get a little bit of an edge on your constitution or so.
Ooh.
There's one I've heard that can be used in combat of some sort. I haven't tried it myself, but it sounds very interesting. And there's also one, of course, that will well, it's kind of special.
Oh, special.
You'll have to see it to believe it. I've just only heard stories. I don't actually sing you songs.
And how much would it cost to acquire such a lovely item?
This one is 3,000 gold pieces.
Hmm.
That was for the fishing hook.
Yes.
And I zoned out for a second. It
Uh-huh.
catches magical fish.
Yes, you can use it once a day, and then each fish has different properties.
And it's
Okay.
3,000 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have that?
Yes.
Ron, when did you get so rich?
With our recent job.
Is that what? Can someone who has a calculator that works tell me what 400 platinum is in gold?
4,000.
Thank you.
And then he goes over to another long glass case, and it has something wrapped up in like a brown like cloth, and he goes, and it's like about like 20 inches, foot and a half long or so. And he goes, this is a very special piece of crystal, and he opens it up, and it's like just pure crystal. I have heard that it is created by stone giants.
It's a large
And-
crystal?
Yeah. This
Really?
crystal not only is used for investigations of sort, it increases that ability. There are other things that this is used for. You could also use it to speak to, well, things that normally can't speak, to things that have been deceased, or even the things that normally don't even have a consciousness, like plants, things like that.
What is that again?
It's a large crystal.
We were talking about maybe needing something where you could speak to someone who had passed on. Ask a few
Also-
questions.
If you were to cast a spell of a certain school, I am heard that you can use this in place of a material component
Oh,
that's normally consumed by the spell.
this is a, how you say, spell focus.
No, not necessarily.
Oh, does it expend the crystals to use?
No.
Oh, well, that is really good.
Now, this does have a certain amount of charges, of course, but it does renew. In case you're very unlucky, then it's destroyed forever.
Understood. Understood. Very good.
This one is also 3,000 gold pieces. And last but not least in my collection that I'm willing to part with, of course. And he pulls out a little wand made of like of wood, and it has like a small like creature's like skull lashed to it, and it has some feathers hanging off of it. Think of like something small like a badger or something like that with like sharp pointy teeth. Now this is a very special wand that I've seen, and I have heard that if you are to command someone do it with this wand, that they are more likely to do said action. Also, you can also use this wand to strike fear in the hearts of your enemies.
Wait, is this like the stick that what's his face had?
No.
Okay. Dang it.
He is describing a wand of fear to you.
Okay.
You can use it to cast the command spell while using a charge, or you can use it to cast a cone of fear, which expends 2 charges. It's a 60-foot cone. They have to succeed in a wisdom saving throw, or they become frightened for a minute.
Do charges recharge?
Yes. And they recharge daily on a roll. Like the other item, of course, if you are very unlucky on this, this thing has the potential of being destroyed. That translates to if you expend the last charge of these items. So let's say they have 7 charges. If you expend all 7 in a day, on that 7th charge, you have to roll a d20. If you roll a 1, then it's destroyed. If you don't, then it's okay. So a low chance if you use every single charge. But it's possible. This wand is 2,500 gold pieces. Is there anything of your liking? Anything that you would like to inquire about?
Ron is very interested in the fishing hook.
Oh, the fishing hook. I took you more of a man of the cloth, but of course everyone likes to take a little relaxation and fish every once in a while.
Yes, but it's a very difficult decision.
I see. Well, for the small price of 3,000 gold pieces, it's yours.
Five. If Rod were to purchase both items, would perhaps a friendly discount?
He looks very serious. How much of a discount?
Let's call it 5.
What are you willing to spend for both of these items?
Ron will give you 5,000.
Make a persuasion check.
Do you have any kind of? Can I give Ron an inspiration? I have
Yeah,
one.
you can give him an inspiration if you want, or you can help him. I think you're proficient in persuasion.
Persuasion? Yeah.
Advantage, Ron.
Sure, I will.
All right.
Uh,
What do you say to help him?
I mean, seems like he's got the coin, and I think it's more than fair to bundle the items in that way.
Well, thank you, Valkan, because that is 22.
5,000 exactly.
Deal.
Very well. You are the proud owner of a necklace of prayer beads as well as a hook of Fisher's Delight.
Ooh, I like the name.
Very good.
And I will get with you and let you know what each bead is on the necklace. Because I purposely didn't roll for them until you bought them. All right. Well, is anyone else interested in perhaps purchasing something?
Can I wear that armor? I can, right?
You sure can.
Yeah, I want that armor.
850 gold pieces.
Okay. Yeah.
Very well. The mithril splint mail is yours. Enjoy it. Fight many scary beasts and may you down many foes. I don't know, whatever you use armor for. Is anyone else interested in purchasing any other items I have for sale currently?
Do you have any items that involve water?
It involves water. What is it that you're looking for?
Something that produces water.
Let me see here.
Did anyone get the wand? Wait,
Nope.
how much
I haven't
was
bought any.
that?
2,500.
Yeah,
2,500?
it's the Wand of Fear.
And then what was the
No,
large
not that. I'm sorry. The
again?
crystal. How much was the crystal?
3,000.
If
What
I
were
was
you
playing
asking,
it,
Vin?
oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was asking what was the large crystal again?
This item does a couple things. It will give you advantage on investigation checks while you have it, just in general. And you
That's
can
really
also
good.
use it to cast Speak with Animals, Speak with Dead, or Speak with Plants.
Speak with
And
that.
if you cast a divination spell, you can use the crystal in place of one of the material components that would normally be consumed by the spell. And that'll take a charge away from it.
And which classes can use the crystal?
Anyone.
Anyone?
No.
I get it if you don't. Like, don't want to spend all my gold today, but I also really want to have Speak with Dead, so. Which I think this is the only way we can get that spell. I don't think wizards get that.
Let me see. Water.
Ardent
I think I may have a potion that lets you breathe underwater.
No, that's not really what I'm looking for. Something that creates water, like puts it on the ground or makes a wall of water. I don't know.
I don't have anything of the sort currently. I do apologize.
You have other
You-
potions, though.
Potions that what?
Well, I said, do you have other potions? He just said he had a potion, and I want to know what his other potions are.
Not any that I'm willing to part with currently.
Not even if it was like for a lot of gold.
What is it that you would like, and how much gold are you offering?
Anything that would let you like be made of holy light. I don't know.
I don't believe that's a thing.
Oh, it was worth a try.
Should be.
Yeah,
Maybe
we should
somebody
get
can,
to work on it.
Yeah, somebody should create that, I think.
Anything that does radiant types of damage, sunlight, anything, any items, potions, tools, weapons, anything involving sunlight or radiant light would be we would pay a very good price for.
Now, listen, I understand a little bit of haggling back and forth, but just demanding items I don't have isn't going to help
I'm
you.
not demanding, I'm asking if you have anything, that is all.
She is clearly demanding. Stephen, is she demanding? Yes, sir.
I'm
Where's our tea?
gonna-
It's there, sir.
I'll take the
Thank
crystal.
you.
I'll take the crystal and I'm gonna go wait outside.
3,000 gold pieces. No less.
Did you want it? Vin, did you want the crystal? Okay, I will take a crystal.
Very well.
Well,
Enjoy your tea.
Any? Do
Thank you.
you have any
And I'm
cloaks?
gonna leave.
Cloaks, cloak. Not that I know of. What sort of cloak are you looking for?
I don't know, some sort of armor, something that makes me invisible, or I don't know, it's just some sort of magical cloak that has abilities that would be useful.
I don't have anything of magical cloaks currently.
That's okay. I guess, can you, relay what the message in the sky was again? Is that...
Oh, the emerald pin. It will allow you to write a message in the sky. You can cast illusory script, essentially.
Anyone can read it, or only the person intended for it?
So when you cast the spell, you basically just write something, and then it is okay. I'm gonna make sure I get this right. So you designate the creatures that you want to understand this. This is where I was wrong earlier. You and any creatures you designate when you cast this illusory script, the writing appears normal and written in your hand, but then it conveys that meaning, like what this is supposed to mean. And this is also coupled with Skywrite as well, if you're familiar with that spell.
Oh.
So it's like you can write a cryptic message of like turn left or whatever, and then the people know like what it actually means.
Yeah, kind of like that encrypted message that you all got that Ixius decrypted for you all way back when, where it said like nothing or gibberish. You can even make it say something else. But it also
okay.
has that and the ability to do Skywrite, which, if you're unfamiliar, let me get to the right page.
And
I have
how
so many tabs open.
how far is the message seen from if it's in the sky?
Skywrite. You can cause up to 10 words to form in a part of the sky that you can see. The words appear to be made of clouds and remain in place for the spell's duration, which is an hour. And then when it's over, they dissipate. So you can do either or. You can do illusory scripts just on something. You can do Skywrite in the air, or you can do both in the sky.
But like in the sky, when you're like looking in terms of like IRL, and you look in the sky, a point of which you point could literally be like 10 miles, 50 miles.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, is anywhere in the sky you can see.
And how much was that one?
400 gold pieces.
I'll take the wand and the sky business.
Oh, the wand of fear and the pin. Interesting. That will be 2,900 gold pieces.
Any discount for repeat customers? And I like grin.
Make a persuasion roll.
And could I...
She's very, very sweet.
Do we have to
Could I-
attune to all these items?
Some of them you do.
Could I use Tides of Chaos to get advantage?
Absolutely.
We haven't used that in a minute. I'm down for some
Let's
fun.
go.
Let's stinking go. A nat 20 plus 10 is 30.
I tell you what. Since you're such a nice young lady, I will sell you the wand of fear and the emerald pin. 2,500. I'll just give you the pin
Oh.
for free. Thank you for
Thank
being so
you.
nice.
Heck, man.
I
Having
knew
nice
you
manners.
were my favorite person here in this entire city. Really, the only reason why we ever come is for you and your business.
You're so kind.
Thank
I just
you.
enjoy sharing my collection with those that can appreciate it.
I'm not even in the room anymore.
Yes, quite a magnificent collection. So
Indeed.
generous to share it with us.
Well, this has exhausted me. I do like a good social encounter, but small doses. So, unless you're going to spend any more coin, please leave. Enjoy the tea as you go.
Do you want the boots, Falcon, or anything?
Falcon's got magic stuff being created for him.
Oh, that's right.
Very well. Thank you for your time and have a great day.
Of course. Steven, see them out. And then the attendant sort of leads you out, and then Yorlis is downstairs just kind of looking through, reading a book that was on the table. He just shuts it. Hopefully it went well.
Very well.
Well, I have some practicing to do. If there's anything else you need, of course, come to me. I am the only one in town who can do this, and I am the best. So, thank you for your patronage, of course, and I will see you later, perhaps?
Yes, very well.
For next time, is this the only guy that ever has anything?
So, he is sort of the premier collector in town, so anything worth finding, yes. Now, I'm sure there are others, like, I've heard the Duchess has a sort of small collection, but there's no way she's going to either speak to any of us about it or part with it, so I stopped sort of trying that route a while ago. It takes time to develop these contacts, Falcon.
I see.
You sort of have to grease the wheels, grease the palms, get in with them, be part of the society, quite expensive to keep up with indeed.
I'm sure. Well, appreciate the help.
Of course. Now, if you were, of course, looking to establish a sort of business elsewhere, and we could have sort of a understanding, a bit of a network, I'd be up to that. Of course, I would charge you to train you.
Well, should the desire strike me for such a venture, I'll be sure to let you know.
Very well. I will be on my way. Good day to you all. I see that you could probably find your way back.
Oh, yeah, not a problem.
See you next time. And that's where we'll take our break for the evening. So when we come back, you all will, I'm assuming, do some more research and maybe hop on down to Leafside soonish.
Yeah.
I was thinking Leafside and the rest of the research later.
Okay. Either way you guys want to go.
See.
But we'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Go get some snacks and stretch your appendages, and we'll see you soon. BRB.